Hey y'all, it's just Natanya. So I'm back with another video. Today we are talking about one of the worst moments of my life. Alright, so my sister's mom was hospitalized. So I was either like maybe 12, 13 at the time. We had just had a good visit with her. We're down south, like in the Fort Valley, Warner Robins area. We were going downstairs. We get on the elevator. It's pretty late. We get on. We're going down. All of a sudden, her mom was on the 4th floor. We go down for about maybe 10 seconds and we hear, my heart dropped to my asshole. Like, I'm not even playing. I was like, holy shit. We froze. Like, we didn't want to move because we big bitches. So she immediately goes into panic mode. I follow suit and we banging on the door. We're like screaming at the top of our lungs. She tries the little phone thing and it's nothing but you can't hear shit that the lady is saying. So at least we know someone hears us, but they probably can't hear what we're saying. We both crying and she like loses her fucking shit. I'm pretty wild. I say that proudly. But amongst my sisters, I think I'm pretty much the second calmest one. The absolute calmest has got to be our oldest sister. But in this situation, I am definitely the calmest sister. Like, because what the fuck, you need to start thinking about what we're gonna do. Like, I'm immediately thinking of, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Devil, but they're trapped in an elevator and people start dying. The lights will flash on and off every time someone dies. And it turns out one of them was the devil. I'm not gonna spoil the movie. If y'all want to go watch it, just go watch it. The shit is scary. I'm thinking on some Final Destination shit. We about to fall all the way to the fucking bottom. Crystal's phone had died and I'm the only one with a phone. So after we're banging, she was like, let me see your phone, let me see your phone, let me see your phone. I'm claustrophobic, so I'm like trying to make sure my breath is okay. So she gets on the phone and she calls her boyfriend at the time. He was sitting outside for us. He didn't feel like coming in or whatever. And he's like, what? Trying to figure out what we're talking about. And I'm like, stuck in an elevator. Stuck in the elevator. Help. Get help. Like, you can't be giving out details right now, bitch. We need to get the point across. And so we call my dad, who my dad was just so happened to be in the area as well. The next person I know, I'm like, I have to call my mom. Also, our baby sister, Natasha, was with my dad. We're in a situation like that, you immediately start thinking like, I'm about to meet my maker. I'm about to go ahead and apologize, about to repent. Go ahead, God, please forgive me for this. And you start naming everything all the way back to when you was 2, stealing cookies out the cookie jar. It was dramatic, but it was traumatic at the same time. We were just holding hands. And we were just squeezing, and we were just like, come on, we're gonna pray together. Everybody got there about the same time except for Javier, who was just outside. One of the like memorable moments was when me and Crystal were banging on the door. At one point we started to pull. Like, it was just the first instinct. Like, you hear about the stories where moms be picking up cars off their child and shit like that. We had got the doors about maybe a good 3 or 4 inches open, but we saw nothing but black. And then we saw where it was about like 1 foot of space where we could touch it if we reached up. Like, that's the outside. The shit closed, and that sent us into the big panic in the beginning. Out of nowhere we hear, Crystal, Natanya. We're like, yes, we're right here. It was my dad. He's like, are y'all okay? Is everybody okay? And I'm like, yes, it's just me and Crystal. Crystal starts boohoo crying. And I think it was just like, it made it emotional when family started getting there, because it's like, holy shit, like, we really stuck in an elevator. This has never happened to either one of us before. Any experience we know about it, people have fucking died. People have fell to their deaths. The devil done been in the elevator with them. The lights done went out. Had the lights have gone out, I do think I would have shit on myself. And then we hear our little sister's voice. And Natasha's like, Natanya, you okay? I just poured down crying. And anybody who knows me knows I cannot stand my little sister half the time. Me and my sister years ago used to go at it, like fist fight, but our good moments were really good moments. All I knew to do was just be like, I'm okay. And like, Natasha, she's like, yeah. I'm just like, I am so sorry for everything I've done. Like, we started saying sorry. We started crying. Crystal started crying harder than she already was. So after our little mushy session, I start getting livid. If y'all don't get this bitch open, fucking mad. It's like you go through them stages. Like at first it's the shock, then it's the sadness, like oh my god, like you start getting in your feelings, and then it's like fuck, why are we still in here? So Crystal starts, she took my phone, she starts taking pictures of the thing, of the, on every elevator when you see it's the people who make it, who like service it or whatever to make sure it's still running. Yeah, it's bullshit. So she was talking about how it had been like 2 years since they had serviced the elevator. I'm like, holy fuck, like this shit rusty than a bitch. Fast forward. So we start hearing the voices of the firefighters who are who have to help us out. I'm just like, I'm getting excited now, like I'm on, yes, we about to get the fuck up out this bitch. Y'all, all I knew was they said get away from the door. We got away from the door. You know, we back up all the way to the back slowly. While we're standing in the back, I'm just looking at Crystal like, I can't believe this shit really happened to us. Why? Worst luck in the world. When they finally got the doors open, they closed them motherfuckers. They said, hold on to something. When they said hold on to something, I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Hold on to myself? Like, the shit broke. If I hold on to the door, the little handles on the wall, what that got to do with the price of tea in China? Whatever. Holding on to the shit for fun. So they had to move us. We had thought the entire time we were going down, because you know we automatically freaking out, but we actually had been going up so that it could open up the space more from that 1 foot to about roughly 3 feet. So this is the whole elevator door, and about my thumbs is where the floor is. So we got this much space to go through, but of like roughly 3 feet. So I'm like, holy fuck. So Crystal got to get out first. I didn't care because that's just the type of person I am. Like, go ahead and just get her out. I think I'm pretty much okay at this point because, you know, I see it. It's perfectly fine. After my sister had got out, I was next. And so the firefighter instructed me, you know, crawl out and push yourself. And so then they grabbed my arms and basically drugged me out. Child, when I tell you, as soon as my feet got out, the fucking doors closed. I was like, holy shit. Like, the only thing I could do, I ran. Like, the only person I could grab was my dad. Like, he was right there. And it's like your legs feel like noodles. Like, it was just so, it was fucking emotional. Some crazy shit. Now, this is where, now looking back, it's funny. But at the time, a bitch was finna get motherfucking slapped. At this point, I'm like holding on to my dad. I was like, oh my God, like, oh my God. I guess I was being too loud. And the bitch ass nurse decides to shh me. Let's just say that bitch didn't shush me again. I was like, don't fucking shush me after I was just stuck in one of your broke down ass elevators. I said it on a completely different level than what I just did. Just know that is not a side of me y'all want to see. Be gone. So they removed her from my presence. I will beat the shit out of you. Like, don't fucking play yourself. So as I'm sitting down, they come and they start taking all your vitals. They like take your blood pressure. They give you water. They give you crackers. I'm just like, so this must have done happened before. Because y'all got a whole routine. We were so fucking happy. Like, it's so, like, I've never fucking felt that way before. It's like you go from just hanging in midair to being on solid ground. That's how it feels. But when we got to actually talk to the first responders, they were saying that we would have only, had the elevator had crashed or fell, we would have only fell a foot because of they have like garters on the side where they catch the elevator for instances like this. And I was just like, wow, are you fucking kidding me? A foot fall. Wow. Elevators aren't made like they used to be where it's just one string and the box. It's not like that anymore. They take different precautions and shit like that. This one just needed to be serviced a little bit more. I didn't get on an elevator for about a year. And I still won't get on an elevator if we're only going one floor up. I will definitely take the stairs. I gotta be like off my shits to have to take the elevator. Because otherwise, I will walk. I'm not kidding. Fuck that shit. And my old high school had an elevator in it. Everybody liked to get on it and play and bullshit. There was even a couple fights as I broke out by the elevator, on the elevator. You got me fucked up because a bitch, like, and I'll say it, and I'm just being honest. If a bitch starts shit with me on the elevator, she has already won. Because I'm going to be too busy trying to get the fuck off an elevator. Fight me on solid ground and we good. But on an elevator, bitch, you got it. You got it. So there you go. If you want to beat my ass, catch me on an elevator. Too worried about living. Too fucking worried about living, bro. Moral of the story, please pay attention to when the last time the elevator that you're on was serviced. Pay attention to that shit because it matters. That shit will break down on your fucking ass and you'll be stuck in there. We were stuck in that elevator for 3.5 hours and wasn't shit we could do about it. Please like this video, leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to my channel. I got way more content coming. As of right now, bye y'all.